reaction. Hey, yo, what up, world? Start your job. Whoa, shit. Let's do it again. Not start your job. We don't do that no more. 1, 2, 3. Yo, what up, world? Real Loud John here, man. We back with another video, and today we kind of doing a small reaction. It's not nothing big, but it's kind of dealing with this Nolan Wells situation. Nancy Grace, y'all probably already seen it by now, but Nancy Grace is definitely on the scene with this thing. She is definitely in the mix. I don't know much about Nancy Grace. I know Grace. I know some about her, like my mom, and a lot of women seem to know her. But back in the day, she seemed to be like the shit. She would not stuff stuff down. I know she's a straight shooter, and yeah, we about to listen to her, but I don't want to listen to the beginning. I want to particularly listen to a little bit of when it got into the Brandon Tatum part. Cause this fucking fool, man, he's one guy I'm telling you, I really am learning to hate. And I don't even like the word hate, but that guy, boy, but he's making his rounds. But I've seen a few clips where she actually like caught him in lies. And that's very important in what this case is, because now it's like 3 black kids that's dead within the time Nolan Wells went down to now that we just don't have no goddamn evidence of why. And I mean, a lot of the other race is behind it. But the biggest reason I wanted to see it so much because she is the other race and she's just a straight shooter, so you just can't get mad at that. But without further ado, I'm not gonna keep rapping. Let's get right into the video. Damn, she look crazy right there, y'all. Tell me her eyes don't look crazy right there.
Grandson of the boat owner thinks that they're taking on cover a lot of territory. That is the sea tow call where the grandson of the boat owner thinks that they're taking on water. Joining me right now, special guest Brandon Tatum. He is a former police officer with Tucson PD.
He's a bitch
and he
ass
is the
nigga,
star
dog.
of the Officer Tatum on
this is
YouTube.
one
He has
face I want to
interviewed
punch.
Nolan's
I ain't gonna
friends.
lie.
Now,
He's one face
we're
I
about
want
to bring
punch.
on 2
He got
experts,
that
each one
face.
taking
He
a
was a
different
bitch in high
viewpoint
school. I'm
on
just telling y'all
that
that.
call. But Officer Tatum, thank you for being with us tonight.
He was a
No
bitch in
matter
high
what
school. I'm
you
telling
say,
y'all that.
just know you're going to get hate mail. Doesn't matter what you say. If the angel Gabriel came down right now and spoke on this case, he would get hate mail. That said, what do you make of that audio, officer?
Yeah,
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for having me on.
He's a bitch.
If you put
Listen
the
how you
audio
can start
with its
talking.
context, it is a impossibility unless these people are prophesying that somehow they're saying Nolan's name or projecting that Nolan is somehow injured, hurt, or killed, because we have witnesses that have come out. When I interviewed Warren, a lot of those kids that I talked to already
I think he likes to suck white people
way before the audio came out, that they were gone. And people had already saw Nolan after they had left. The young lady, Katie, that he was hanging out with. I saw a text message from her.
She said, how do you explain the call? This bitch ass nigga start talking about a bunch of other shit. I'm sorry. That's a bitch ass nigga right there. She said, exactly. What do you think of the call?
Alluding to the fact that she never saw him get on that boat at all. We have video of the boat that we shared on our social media page, and it shows all the occupants on the boat, and Nolan was not there. And so if you
What does that
thinks
even
that they
fucking
heard something on the
mean?
audio, they have to compare it with context. Maybe they said, is it dead? Talking about items that could potentially have died or damaged on the boat, given the fact that they were sinking. So I think people need to put this in context and reevaluate what they're listening to on the video, because if you are going to make a staunch stance,
I gotta ask. I wonder what makes him want to make this thing so important for him to prove that the white people were right about it. Okay, just to take race out of it altogether. What is in him that makes it that he has to prove that they were all right and it wasn't wrong? I mean, okay, he's not a lawyer. That's a lawyer's job. Play.
Wrong direction, in my opinion, by saying they're obviously talking about Nolan. It is incredibly impossible. One more thing, real quick. that when you look at where they were at when they made the phone call and their GPS coordinates, it literally put them on the island. And we know, and not on the physical island, but really close proximity to the island. And we know, because we have another video of Nolan being out there and also all the other folks surrounding him, that this would have had to happen very near to hundreds of people in hundreds of different boats. So somebody would have seen something if there was a dramatic commotion like this occurring on that boat.
I hear what you're saying, Officer Brandon Tatum.
Come on, break it down.
That last part that you said, that there were hundreds of people around and they would have seen what happened, that part, I disagree with that. John Mobley joining us, veteran trial lawyer out of South Carolina. John, take off your defense hat one moment and let's address that statement. Do I have to say Tupac? That's just comes off the top of my head.
Hold on. I had
all
to
the
pause.
time in a crowded area. And let's address that statement. Do I have to say
why
Tupac?
did she say Tupac?
That there were hundreds of people around and they would have seen, and let's address that statement.
I'm sorry. I gotta go back just a little bit.
We have video of the boat that we shared on our social media.
This nigga's an Uncle fucking Tom. I hate this dude.
When they made the phone call.
Of people around and they would have seen what happened. That part, I disagree with that. John Mobley joining us, veteran trial lawyer out of South Carolina. John, take off your defense hat one moment and let's address that.
I can't do that.
Do I have to say Tupac? That's just comes off the top of my head. Crimes happen all the time in a crowded area. And nobody sees anything. Either they say they didn't see anything, or they really didn't see anything, because it all blends in, right? It all blends in.
Big party.
We had a little boy thrown off the 3rd level of the Mall of America, almost to his death. He did die, and he was brought back to life. Nobody saw what happened. A guy threw him over. People were all over the mall. The food court was crowded.
Talk to him, Nancy Grace.
2 witnesses. So,
oh, you motherfucker.
This is horrible. Missing teeth causes a range of different problems in a person's life. And Nuvia's new 24Z technology delivers a...
I think part of it is, Mobley, you don't expect to see something, and so your mind is not interpreting, it's not intercepting what you're physically seeing. And again, we don't know what happened. We don't know.
Does it really work like that?
I can see has a red mark on the back of his occipital. We don't know. Was he hit? Did he fall? Did fall off the
autopsy? Did we get it back?
Any number of things. Some nefarious, some an accident, some negligent. My point is, just because there's a lot of people around, that does not guarantee you witnesses. Mobley, you know that better than anybody with all the cases you've tried.
Well, Nancy, I got to call it like I see it. I think there are 2 things I want to say to address that. The first part, I would agree with you that, yes, a lot of people can be around and they can notice something, and something can happen rather, and people not see it. However, I think the way that the human mind works, we would all agree, is we perceive things all the time. Okay, and we may perceive something that at the time we perceive it, it is not deemed significant. However, in this case, I do believe that if someone did see something that they didn't pay particular attention to involving Nolan Wells, once all of this has come out, the way the mind works is it'll trigger what
I'm gonna say this though. This is all I'm gonna say. Okay. Looking at this motherfucking island and how much water in between it, I'm not the fuck coming out there, period. I mean, that's just me. I'm not saying I'm scared and all that shit, but nah, nigga, if I ain't with my niggas, I'm not going that far out there, period. I'm sorry. That's just me, yo. That's just me. That's far as shit. That shit look like you on a real motherfucking deserted island out there. What do you call it? Horn Island? And they was over there on the corner, just chilling. What kind of, hold up. What body of water is Horn Island on? Hold up. Let me ask, motherfucker. I need to ask. I need to know. What body of water is Horn Island in Mississippi sitting on? The Mississippi River?
Horn Island in Mississippi is located in the Gulf of Mexico.
The Gulf of Mexico? How the fuck? 10 miles off the Gulf of Mexico. Yo. Man, I'm sorry. Straight up and down, I'm going to be real with you. Straight up and down, I don't think I would have let my son go to that bitch regardless. He would have to sneak to that island. I'm sorry. It was like, if something happened to him, I couldn't even get out there to him. I have to own a boat to get to him. I don't think I would even send him out there. Not at this age. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't even know if I let him go. Like, bro, you ain't going to go get drunk and high on that joint. I mean, that's what 12th graders do, or college students, whatever he was. That's what they do. Nah. He had to get permission to go out there. You know what I'm saying? Back to the video. We ain't done.
So I do agree that people can perceive things and not pay attention to them. But when something significant happens later, sort of like being robbed, you're not paying attention to what everybody's wearing. But if when somebody robs you and later on you have to recall what that person was wearing, what they looked like, you can recall it because it's important at that point. But at the time they perceived it, it was not important. So that's what I want to make sure I discuss. And I just want to address, you talk about the red mark on the back of his head. I mean, I think that is a red herring. That's something that everybody kind of latched onto because they're so desperate for any information that might be related.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at him dance right now, looking at him in the weight room and shit. I don't know, man. I feel like that nigga could have swam the fuck out of anywhere. There ain't gonna be no drowning. I'm just being real, man. I know black people.
Yeah, but even the own pathologist that conducted the autopsy did not
him up. Mobley, are you a medical doctor? Yes, no.
I know how to examine forensic evidence based on the countless factors.
Listen to my question.
Yes, no.
I fuck with
You're
her,
not a medical
I'm
doctor.
a juris doctor.
Are you a medical examiner?
I am not.
No. Put up the back diagram, the back of the head of Nolan Wells from the second autopsy right now. You know what? I give it to you, Mobley. You're a great trial lawyer. A medical examiner, you ain't. And I don't know why you're saying people are latching onto this, grabbing at straws. I'm looking right at it, man. Should I believe you or my lying eyes? I am looking at the second autopsy.
I fuck with this lady,
I have questioned multiple actual medical examiners, actual doctors that say that means something. Put him up again.
If you sit on the train and
get the fuck up.
You don't have constipation, you have paralysis.
And the difference between so much editing.
In what world would the first medical examiner remove Nolan's throat?
Yeah, this shit is crazy. This shit sounds like a scary movie off of fucking Dexter.
Something. Did they remove his toe? No. His elbow? No. His eyeball? His nose? No. They took his
smiling.
Do not tell me that a medical doctor, which you are not, took a throat out of this young man because it means nothing. And then, you know what? I can't even hear you. Straight out to Joe Scott Morgan joining us, professor of forensics, death investigator. That second doctor did not highlight that in red for nothing. That doctor is not grabbing at straws, as Mobley said. I don't know why he's saying that.
He has purpose. We have purpose in everything that we do in the medical legal world. And so when you see this highlighted area, it's unique in the way he has diagrammed it here. He even demonstrates it that it has almost like margins to it. And, that's what has left a big question for us, because it's not like it's diffuse all over the place where you've got these kind of spotty alignments.
Man, this shit is starting to get weird to me,
bro.
When
we begin to see things like that, we think about patterns. And that's some of the questions that have yet to be answered. But what he does say in his relative to the second examination is that he did a multi-layered dissection. Now, this area had not been dissected by the ME's office in Mississippi. So what he's doing is he's going layer by layer. We're talking about the skin. We're talking about the subject fat. We're talking about the musculature that's under there. And yes, there is musculature under there. And what his conclusion is, Nancy, is that there's significant decomposition at this point in time. So he cannot make a determination about these markings one way or another. He needs more information. And admittedly, in this second autopsy, he says this is pending investigation. And that's key here.
Bro, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all are doing the most. I don't know who the white guy is. I don't know whose side he on, but that's crazy talk to say what he even saying. This is an athlete, a black athlete. Come on, y'all. Come on.
Okay. Joe Scott Morgan.
Yes.
He, the first medical examiner, removed the throat.
What the fuck is that about?
No other part of the body, except for the lungs. Removed the throat and the lungs. We know why he took the lungs. I don't have to be a death investigator like yourself with 10,000 death investigations under my belt to know why I took the lungs, to see if no one drowned. But the fact that someone has a lungs full of water does not tell me how they got
how he
in
died.
the
Yeah,
water.
yeah. Don't tell me
Did he
shit.
fall? Was he hit? Was he held under? Was it an accident?
But you
Did
got
you
this
see
blunt
that video? Pull it
trauma.
up if you can, control room, of all those ships, all those boats out there. If he was between one of those boats, lost his footing, went under, got the rip.
Nobody saw it.
No one may have noticed. All right? No one may have noticed. Look at all that. And there were apparently 300 or so people out there. This is just a tiny microcosm. It's July the 4th.
He was the only black kid
having a
out
good time.
there. I'm telling you,
So,
that nigga seemed like he
it
was
could
the
be
only
any
black
number
kid
of
out
ways
there.
he landed under the water. But my
I feel
point
bad though
is,
for the parents.
that's why they
I'm
took the
sorry.
lungs.
There was no way I was
Why? The throat.
Well, because the throat and the throat area, as you're referring to it as, it's actually the organs of the neck. We're talking about.
We understand what the throat is, you
larynx, the
bitch ass
pharynx,
nigga.
our windpipe, essentially,
Look at all this,
and everything else that's connected therein. That's the convey.
This motherfucker didn't say not one time in his opening statement. Now he's he didn't say nothing in the beginning of his statement when he was talking all big and bad. Now he man, I got a head of keys.
So one of the things what they're looking at here, Nancy.
What they're looking at, he sounds like Brandon Taylor.
They're looking for any possibility that his breathing could have been compromised. Well, how is that compromised?
Bitch, he was in the water.
You begin to think about if you put your hand in the midline of your throat, right here.
I'm about to do it to you. I'm about to
you
put
begin
the
to think
midline of your
about the
fucking throat
trachea,
in my hand.
which is encompassed right here. Was it compromised in any way? Are there any focal areas of hemorrhage? Has it been crushed? You would go up into the neck. I suspect the tongue was probably removed as well.
Man,
You're going to look at the hyoid, which did not accompany the body. But all of this has been retained. There's nothing abnormal about the state retaining the organs of the neck. This happens very, very frequently in cases like this because they want to be able to go back and examine it. And also for the future, they either want to get a consult on it or it has evidentiary probative value moving forward with any kind of case in the future.
If I die tomorrow, my family inherits $2.5 million. Not debt, not a mortgage. Actual generational wealth.
Oh my God.
Hi guys, Nancy Grace here. If you are a homeowner, you've probably thought, should I call American Financing to refinance it? An average of $800 could be saving. And if you .net /
I actually got a couple of
average savings are based on
brand deals that I gotta actually work on.
And our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come with us?
I heard this quite a few times. Your boy say we sinking. And then she gonna ask, how are y'all sinking? Then he gonna go, I don't know, we're just going down. That shit sounds so, if I'm on a boat and I'm fucking sinking, I mean, I know I'm black. Oh, I want. Hey, I'm letting you. Ankles. Is that the ankles? I don't know. I'm just telling you, man. That shit sounds too weird.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir?
Wake the fuck
Can
up.
you give me a description?
So based on what Brandon Tatum was saying, he was saying we was just saying that we could have, if you would put things in context, that the people on the boat were saying that whatever was dead, a appliance or something that makes the boat move was dead. And then the second thing that just comes up is wake up, wake up, wake up. So you telling me the white bitches and everybody on that boat and the white niggas and the white men was telling appliance or an electrical component to wake back up? That don't make no sense. It's just funny how they can lie and say whatever they want in front of us. Just in front of us. And they can paint a narrative however they want. And they're trying their hardest right now. And it's really hard for them to do because for the first time, all us black people, we standing up together, man. We doing it together. We are fucking solving this case on the internet because it's fucked up to see one of the good ones go. Man, they said, I heard another theory that it was talking about, like, because he half Asian, because his mom is from Asian descent. So, I mean, they just saying it. I mean, any people of melanin color or any people, I'm sorry. I think Nolan Wells got one of them niggas' girls, one of them white boys' girls. Them niggas couldn't take it. The white boys couldn't take it. Real life couldn't take it. And they was drunk. They was a little high. They couldn't take it. And then, yeah, they just took matters in their own hands because of the jealousy. That's what I think. Nolan Wells seemed like to be a good-looking kid. He got a little physique on him. He on a basketball team. I mean, on a football team. I 100% know he walk in that school and all the white bitches is on him. You can't tell me no different. I know where I work at. I know. This is another case of us being black in the wrong place. There's no way that nigga should have been that far from away from the goddamn land. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to give about a good 2 more minutes of this video, and then we're going to wrap it up. But damn, man, this is a sad situation, and I do hope for the best for their family because this Brandon Tatum bitch-ass nigga is making shit real hard just to figure out, like, who invited you just to be the spokesperson for all the white people on that side? Like, oh, let me go down there and start talking. That nigga's a clown. Real live clown. Krusty the fucking clown.
Ankles. Hello?
What you say? Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just thinking.
We're just thinking. I don't know. We're just thinking. We're going down now. That is some bullshit ass answer, especially for someone who been on a boat. Your father didn't pull you out on that boat and let you take that bitch all the way to Horn Island without you knowing the proper protocols to do that. It don't make any sense to me. I don't know. She asked us a very specific question. Is the water up to your ankles? I'm telling y'all, man, that shit is crazy. And if you don't see it, something wrong with you.
All right, well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir?
I don't know the phone number. It's either... I think it's...
Redacted.
Try that.
Redacted.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like, guaranteed. I don't have the tag on here.
You have a membership number or anything, it's okay.
I don't have a tag on here. It got ripped off. That sounds like if I stole a car. I mean, I'm just very perplexed about how this case is still going on. If this was a black person, yo.
Captain, what's the best phone number to reach you at?
He don't got a phone.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's on board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
We're bringing in our forensics experts.
I'm going to
but
say
back to
one
Brand-
more thing before I watch the arrest. That bitch. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You whatever. Women, fuck it. The operator said, "Do I need to bring the National Coast Guard?" 3 minutes earlier, the nigga said, "I don't know how much the water is. We are sinking. If I'm sinking on a ship, I don't give a fuck who you bring. Bring them all. Bring everybody. Bring them all."
Tatum, former
That has to be a reason why they didn't bring him.
police officer, Tucson PD.
Why he was like, nope,
he
we
is
don't
the
need
star
him.
of
He heard
the
it.
Officer Tatum on YouTube.
He heard
He is
exactly
interviewed.
what she said. He said, what? No, we don't need the Coast Guard. Look, man, I grew up around scammers, liars. Nigga, I grew up around these motherfuckers. If that ain't a lie, man, if that ain't a voice of covering up something, then I don't know what is. Let's give another couple minutes to see this fat fuck ass and bitch ass nigga talk.
Nolan's friends. Okay, you're saying that I am looking at, and others are looking at this out of context. My mind is open. You may be right. And I believe, Officer Tatum, you are specifically referring to the words, let's see the transcript of the audio as I read this, please. You're referring to alleged statements. Sure, he's dead? Is he dead? Nolan.
And you're saying that could be a fucking
OMG.
battery or
Nolan,
an engine or
don't
something.
Die. Then wake the F up. I thought he was on the check his chest.
That's
Now,
all out of
to you,
context.
Officer Tatum. You
All
believe
that's out of context.
that there is an innocent explanation. My mind is open. And that innocent explanation would be
I like the
what?
white woman. My mind is open, bitch.
I think that if you are convinced without context that they are talking about Nolan, you're going to hear certain things and perceive.
This punk ass nigga got a punchable, slappable ass face. He just got a face you can go real fucking hard. He got a punchable, slappable fucking face.
I mean, the bilge pump is
I want to
damaged.
slap him.
They could have been saying "don't die" or "is it dead," referring to the bilge pump or the bilge pump.
Bitch,
and
we just
they could
read
have been
the
talking about a
words.
battery. They could have been saying no, and people think they said Nolan.
This nigga interviewed them. What do you mean they could have been saying? He said, I spoke to 3 of the boys. Did you ask the real questions? He was just down there sucking dick.
Reason that I deviate from the transcript is because there are witnesses that have said they've seen Nolan after the boys had already left and after the call was already made. And also, I put my detective mind on when I look at the reasoning.
This police
why
officer
would
put his
they
detective
be calling
mind on
and giving GPS coordinates and talking to this
to
dispatch
throw
for
them
8 minutes?
off. He didn't
If their
give GPS
best friend,
coordinates.
whom I've spoke to these boys, they've showed me pictures. They were emotional
Yeah,
about
shut
Nolan's
your
death.
bitch
I was
ass
there
up.
during.
Yo, this nigga right here is making my blood boil. I'm gonna listen to this nigga for 2 more minutes, and we gonna probably do a part 2 to this video. I ain't gonna lie, cause my blood is boiling now.
Funeral,
hurt
at least they
my
hit them
hands.
during when the funeral was going on, and they were devastated that they couldn't go to his funeral.
Why couldn't they go
I
to the funeral?
perceive that it doesn't make sense if they had killed their friend in a malicious way or he was dead, that they wouldn't just simply ask for help instead of.
This nigga act like he never seen a fucking movie. This nigga act like he ain't never seen I Don't Know What You Did Last Summer. All them white friends try to cover up this murder. But that nigga came back to kill him. This is some wild, crazy, funny shit that this black, he got the most smackable Winnie the Pooh face ass nigga.
Trying to cover it up and calling for a tow.
We
and
watched,
talking for 8 minutes.
you know how many movies we watched with white people trying to cover up the murder they done did? The motherfuckers in the motherfucking movie, what's the name of it? Oh, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Hit an innocent man, and they all tried to cover it up. Just like they was all partying going on. They made a whole fucking scary movie parody of it. Same shit. Same shit. Same shit. Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. Do it right. Same shit. Man, another 2 minutes of this nigga. We're going to do a part 2 to this video.
And I mean, all of those things, plus the witnesses, it just doesn't add up. And I just wish people would be open-minded to saying, let me rewatch it and let me put it within context that Nolan cannot be on the boat because witnesses seen him afterwards, and let me re-listen to it and try to put it in perspective.
What are you saying?
So
Put
you're
it in
saying
perspective
witnesses saw him afterwards, after that call, or did you mean to say witnesses saw him elsewhere?
Yeah, what did you mean to
witnesses
say?
saw him on the island after the call. After the boys had left around 4:30, witnesses have seen Nolan alive on
She's very
the island
nonchalant.
after that. So, you know, that puts Nolan alive after that. And I think that people should be focused on, okay, now let's interview and talk to people and consider what they see. Because we're already past the point of Warren and Wyatt's boat and all of those things being.
So bitch ass up. Man, I'm gonna take it. That's what we're gonna end the video for this moment, man. We're gonna go to a part 2. And I'm about to take a note where we left it at. We're gonna put this at a part 2, man. We're gonna put it in a part 2. I got some things to do, but god damn, man. If I ain't never fucking, oh my god, man. That guy right there makes me very upset. I can't lie, yo. That dude makes me very upset, man. And now I get why everybody is. I don't even understand what his position in it is for. Because I guess he was the first ones that went down there. I think he just saw an opportunity to be the best bigot he could ever be. But look, man. You guys leave some comments. Let me know what I'm saying wrong. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know if we could be better detectives. Hit the like and subscribe button, man. Real Life John on every channel from Twitch, Instagram, Facebook. We go live every other now and then. Check the gaming channel out. But until then, we trying to get these subscribers up. Y'all make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Everybody be safe. Stay cool. Don't go on no island and get back on that motherfucking boat when your friends leave. If not, make sure you with some people that really got your back. Until then, peace out.